When you get to the Port Canaveral terminal, you realize that Wonder of the Seas is a huge ship. But you don't realize exactly how huge it is until you get on board.
Yeah.
Hello, we
Hey,
are
hey.
here. Get ready. We're at Port Canaveral and we're heading on the Wonder of the Seas, Royal Caribbean. Woohoo!
Bye-bye.
You board the ship on deck 5, Promenade. And there's a lot of stuff going on when you first get on the ship, so you'll probably want to go straight to your room. There are 2 banks of elevators on deck 5, one forward and one aft. So depending on where your room is, will depend on whether you take a right or a left. Our room was forward, so we took a right. And that's where we'll start our tour, on deck 5 forward. At the front of the ship on deck 5, you will find yourself on the 2nd floor of the Royal Theatre. Here you will enjoy comedians, vocalists, magicians, and performing bands. Any of the shows here are part of the cruise and are no additional cost. However, you do need to make reservations via the Royal Caribbean app. This was new to us, so by the time we realized, many of the shows were full. They do have a standby line in case there are no shows. Then once you exit the Royal Theatre, you'll see a bank of elevators. Go around that and you're right back onto the Promenade Deck 5, where a lot of action takes place. There's a Starbucks here, but it is for purchase even if you have the drink package. So that is not included if you purchase the drink package. This is Bolero's, which is a bar and a show place. And if you have the drink package, that is included in this location. Starbucks is the only place on the ship that does not accept the drink package. Spotlight Karaoke is a karaoke bar, but they also do other things depending on what time of the day or night you go in there. They do trivia, there's a bar in there, and they also do bingo in there, but bingo is not part of the cruise package. You do have to buy your bingo cards and your daubers separately. By the way, Sean and I played and we did not win. There are several shops on deck 5. There's Solera Beauty, The Shop, and also the Port Merchants, where you will get your duty-free items. When all of the other restaurants are closed, Sorrento's is the place to go. It's a pizza parlor that's open till 3 a.m. and part of the cruise fare, so no additional cost. There is a classic English pub with entertainment. There's natural sunlight on deck 5 because there are ginormous sunlights that come from Central Park on deck 8. So it's always nice and bright in there. You can book your next cruise, check out a classic Ford Mustang, or eat at the Cafe Promenade on deck 5. You will also find the Rising Tide Bar, which is a bar that travels between the promenade deck all the way up to Deck 8 in Central Park. You're also going to find guest services, the collection, Voom internet service area, and the port shopping desk right next to the Bionic Bar, which is a fully automated robotic bar. You can even find out what are the most popular drinks in your age group. Alright, we're getting right close to our drinks, guys.
There you go.
Long Island iced tea, Sex on the Beach, Blue Sky Margarita, Bionic, Bahama Mama, and I missed the rest. After the Bionic Bar, you will reach a bank of elevators, and beyond that, you will see the main dining room. The main dining room encompasses decks 3, 4, and 5 at the aft of the ship. And for those of you who don't know, aft means the back of the ship. This is where you have most of your dinners. There is an early dining time, a late dining time, and a my time dining time. And this is fancy food. This is where the waiters serve you and you have a menu to choose appetizers, main courses, desserts, and it's different every evening, and it is part of the cruise fare. There are no rooms on deck 5, 4, or 2, but there are some rooms on deck 3, and there's also a jogging track that surrounds deck 5. Sailor tip number 1. What side is port and what side is starboard? If you are facing forward, the way the ship is going, port is on your left. Port has 4 letters and left has 4 letters. That's how you can remember. Forward on deck 4 is the first floor of the Royal Theater. Outside the Royal Theater is a bank of elevators, some stairs, and then on your left is the Golden Room, a high roller casino which is invite only. Next to that is the Diamond Lounge, created to serve Diamond, Diamond Plus, and Pinnacle Club Crown and Anchor Society members with concierge access, complimentary snacks, and evening drinks. Across from these exclusive rooms is the Attic, a nightclub and comedy venue. It is free to enter, but drinks are additional, and you may need a reservation to attend a show. As you exit the attic, make your way down to Studio B, an 11,411 square foot ice rink that features professional ice skaters at night and open ice skating or other shows for vacationers during the day, all included in your cruise fare. There is a hallway on either side of Studio B. Both take you to the Casino Royale, however, one takes you through the art gallery to get there. The casino offers all the popular table games such as blackjack, roulette, craps, baccarat, three-card poker, and ultimate Texas Hold'em, as well as hand-dealt Texas Hold'em games, and a variety of slot machines.
Once you've exited the casino, you've reached the main dining room's second level. Or go to the right and you'll find Izumi Hibachi and Sushi, a pay extra restaurant that is not included in your cruise fare. Izumi offers an Asian-inspired experience with fresh sushi, teppanyaki, and other dishes. There are a few rooms on Deck 3, but it mainly comprises of conference rooms, and level 1 of the main dining room. Deck 3 is also how you get to Deck 2 when it's time to exit the ship for port days. But you have to take the elevator to get to level 3 and then go down the steps to
They
level
do
2.
have it pretty well signed. I mean, we go right to where we're heading. You know?
There's also a medical center on Deck 2 and an escalator to get you back to Deck 3. Now that you've seen Deck 5 down, we'll start at Deck 6 and go all the way up to the top of the ship. Deck 6 is a little different because you cannot go from one end of the ship to the other on the same level. You have to go down to Promenade and then head back up to level 6 to go to the other side. On Deck 6 forward is Vitality at Sea Spa and Fitness Center. fitness center is part of your cruise fare. However, some of the classes and the spa treatments are for an additional charge. At the aft of Deck 6, you will find the Schooner Bar with cocktails and live entertainment. Shore excursions with Focus Photo Gallery where you can find your cruise photos. And past the bank of elevators, Boardwalk. Boardwalk feels like a carnival. It features a carousel, hot dog vendor, a candy store, sports bar, arcade, and Johnny Rockets. It is open air with a zip line overhead, and you can even get a balcony room overlooking the boardwalk. Here's a Wonder of the Seas cruise tip. Johnny Rockets is normally a pay-for restaurant. However, at breakfast, it is part of your cruise fare. And at the back is the Aqua Theater, surrounded by 2 rock climbing walls and the exit to the Ultimate Abyss slide on deck 16. There are only staterooms on deck 7, so we'll go to deck 8, where our room happens to be, so we'll take a look at it. When you walk into the room, first thing you see is the bed, and there's a little, so I'm assuming that this door here is for adjoining rooms. It is locked. You have a safe and a closet here with 2 drawers and a little nightstand with a light. In the bathroom, there's a pretty good sized shower. You have hooks here. Here's the toilet, but the sink's off to the side, and then you got these shelves here. Plug in right up there. Oh wait, no, I don't know what that is. Shavers only. Oh, for shaving. And then your trash. Little soap. The shower has Salt and Breeze double duty hair and body wash. No conditioner though. Couple bars. Okay. You have a TV, some hooks, full-length mirror, another closet with a little bit different, doesn't have any drawers. There is another little side table. You have a cute little couch for lounging. And you have a desk, and it looks like it's a makeup mirror. There's plugins there, little seat, garbage can, and then, oh, it is. So once you hit that light underneath, turns on makeup mirror. Has the plugins underneath. And then there's a thing here. So let's see. Here is your fridge. It's a pretty decent fridge. Extra tissue and blow dryer. And then just drawers. Here's the breakfast menus, because they do serve breakfast in a little room service. Breakfast menu has some sanitizer and masks. There's with the door open. And then, oh, it's kind of cute. It's almost rounded. And there's plenty of room. I mean, they're a really good size. And then you can, it has little chairs pull out to make these into loungers. So, a table. And these will move backwards so you can have them lounge. But it is a pretty good size. And then there are blackout curtains. Here's the temperature gauge and emergency stuff. And you do have to put your key into here in order to get it to run, to get the electricity to go. And on deck 8, you'll find Central Park, an open-air atrium with over 10,000 plants. Central Park offers a variety of dining options like Park Cafe, Giovanni's, 150 Central Park, and Chops Grill. Rising Tide Bar, which travels between Promenade and Central Park, is also there, as well as some retail shops. It is a beautiful stroll both day and night. just found a ducky. You'll find the music hall past the bank of elevators at the aft of the ship. Here you can rock out to live music and spend some time on the dance floor. Decks 9, 10, and 11 are just staterooms. And Deck 12 is mostly staterooms except for one restaurant, and that is Wonderland, a pay extra restaurant in the theme of Alice in Wonderland. There is no deck 13, so we'll go straight to deck 14. Forward on deck 14 is Adventure Ocean. Adventure Ocean is the kids club for ages 3 to 12, and it is further divided into categories like 3 to 5-year-olds, 6 to 8-year-olds, and 9 to 12-year-olds. And this is part of the cruise fare, so it is free for your children and a lot of fun. Just make sure that you sign up for it prior to your cruise so that it is easy sailing once you get on board. At the aft of the ship is the card room, and it is basically just a room where you can relax and play a game of solitaire or get a game going with some friends. There are games in the room for you to use, and it is quiet and relaxing. Deck 15 forward has the adult-only solarium. The Serene Solarium is for those 16 and older and is one of the more relaxing places on Wonder. There are bars, whirlpools, in-pool loungers, and uninterrupted ocean views. The Solarium Bistro is inside the solarium. And even though children under 16 aren't allowed in the solarium, they can eat in the bistro. Once you exit the solarium, you are at the very busy open-air pool and water slide area. There are the perfect storm water slides, Splashaway Bay, beach pool, and a couple other pools along with whirlpools and a big giant movie screen, as well as a couple of bars. The Windjammer is at the aft of Deck 15 and is the casual buffet dining option for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It is included in your cruise fare and is an easy place to grab a snack or a meal. There's another restaurant next to the Windjammer called the Mason Jar, and it is a pay-for restaurant with Southern-style charm. There's so much going on Deck 16 that we'll just have to get started and show you what's there. Social 100 is the kids club for ages 13 through 17 and is also part of your cruise fare. Just remember to sign them up beforehand. Then we head over to the sports court. After the courts, you'll arrive at Flow Rider, a 40-foot long surf simulator that gives you a chance to catch a wave, and it is part of your cruise package. And if you've never zip-lined before, here's your chance, because Wonder of the Seas has a zip line that goes over Boardwalk, and that is also part of your cruise fare. Of course, I had to try it too. Wonder Playscape is a playground for young children and their families. And this is the entrance to the Ultimate Abyss, a dry slide that goes from Deck 16 all the way down to Deck 8. I was too afraid to try this one. Wonder Dunes is the ship's putt-putt golf course. There are also food and drink options on this deck. Cantina Fresca is a bar. And El Loco Fresh offers a variety of Mexican entrees at no additional cost. There is an arcade on this deck as well. However, it is not part of your cruise fare. It is pay extra. And another bar called the Lime and Coconut. There's another pay-for restaurant at the forward of Deck 16 called Hooked Seafood, but we didn't go inside. Deck 17 has some suites, the Suite Lounge, and the Coastal Kitchen. The Coastal Kitchen and Suite Lounge are for suite guests only. And Deck 18 has two very large suites and the Suite Sun Deck. Unfortunately, the sun deck for the suites is in a terrible location and gets soot all over it from the smokestacks.
It's all over everything.
We hope you enjoyed our deck-by-deck tour of Wonder of the Seas. If you're not already subscribed to our channel, I hope you'll consider doing so and follow us along on our other adventures. We would greatly appreciate it. Thank you.